Ay, ay, ay. Hey guys, before we get going in our live stream today, I'd like to do a quick shout out to our long-term sponsor, Dev Mountain Coding Bootcamp. I've had the pleasure of seeing some of their campuses in the past, and they were absolutely gorgeous. If you're interested in a bootcamp that provides housing alongside their tuition, so you can get up and go and live that sort of dev life with other aspiring developers, which I think is pretty cool experience. You can go to devmountain.com to find out more about what they have to offer. All right. So, we are going to continue to work on the SEO aspect, specifically this Twitter and the Open Graph SEO. All right. So, real quick, let's see what this looks like. Just got the YouTube channel banner. I needed a quick channel banner for the YouTube. I'll show you what we're working with. Just a quick little channel banner. Boom. That's the YouTube channel banner. Not bad, right? I'm pretty happy with it. Alright, so let's go to npm start. And then we'll go to localhost 4200. So I was working through this ultimate guide to SEO meta tags, and we got this. We got this. We got this. We got this. So we got the good ones, the indifferent. So So according to this, we're pretty much done with that SEO portion. Description and title and everything else. All right, so now what we need to do is we need to work on setting some other items. So let's go to our SEO service. We need to work on setting the We are going to work on setting the Open Graph content. Open Graph meta tags. Yeah, I actually already have it here, don't I? Add Open Graph meta tags. I'll just say meta. Let's avoid. All right, so we need a couple things. One, we're going to expand this meta to include a title service, public title of type title service. Is there an a title service? There's not. Interesting. Actually, we don't need that. What we need is title. This is will allow us to get the title, because at this point we've already set it. So, all right. So, God, there's a lot to set, isn't there? Start with the title. This dot meta. Const title. OG title is equal to this dot meta. Dot. 1 second. Property. All right, we might do the Twitter first. It looks like that the OG. We might have some issue here. Let me look at the Twitter stuff real quick. Yeah, okay. So that actually uses a different thing than the meta aspect. What's going on, Barry? So we'll start with the Twitter card first. All right, so get rid of that. Got it. All right, so we'll say const Twitter card is equal to this dot meta, and where we want this dot meta dot update tag. In here, the name will be meta tag description Twitter card. What project is this? It's something I've been working on for a little while now, where we are essentially building a video documentation site. Content. Make that content. All right. Have I done any front end? Yeah, man, we've done a ton of front end. That's what we're doing right now. This is the site right here. So all this is I'm doing full stack on it. So it's a little slow because the server took a second to spin up, but it's pretty fast after that. But yeah, all this is front end. So for here, we're going to put in a name. And then we're going to have a content, which will be a string. So instead of doing this all in one spot, we're going to put in one simple function. And so it's essentially going to be this. And now, when do you think we'll be done? 2022. I'll release some of it though, probably in a month or two. There's a lot of other things I want to do for the site, but we'll see. But yeah, no, it's a long-term project. But it'll be released. I'll release this in definitely by the end of the year, in pieces. All right, cool. So now we've done this. We are going to do the same thing here. Except get rid of that. And it'll be this dot. Handle meta update. And get rid of that. Get rid of that. Cool. So that'll be the Twitter card. And we'll say this dot. And in here, the next thing will be the site. So I'm just looking at something. Okay. All right, and then so that will add the Twitter site. All right, so now, so handle metadata. We now need to go over here and add Twitter title. Alright, that should be good. That gets the title. Have I done a video on Just or similar? I've done video on Jasmine, which covers a good portion of Just. It just doesn't cover the mocking. I've been thinking about switching this project over to Jest. I like Jest quite a bit. And now we need to do alright, so that'll be the content. Alright, now Tito. How is summary different than Twitter? Summary different than description? Let me look at that real quick. I don't see a Twitter colon summary. Oh, snaps, I see. It's literally summary. Hello, what's this? We're working on the Twitter meta tags. Alright, so we got the title, we got the site, we got the card, we got the content. Alright, we'll do the creator also. It's the same thing though. There's that. All right. So we did the card, we did the site, we did the tile, description, creator, image. Tile, description, creator, image, data 1, label, content. I don't care about that. Okay, cool. I think we're good on the Twitter here, believe it or not. So let's go ahead and put this down here. And this is actually going to be, we should, all right. Go ahead and add this to our all right. So leave that there. Now what we need to do is we want to go test this on a, let's go to a, I'm gonna actually make sure that this shit works, right? It's gonna be pretty cool because I already have it sharing. So what should happen is all this should update, and then we should be able to see a card that looks similar to this by sharing my page. That's the idea. It should be pretty sweet. All right, so let's go to our views, and we'll do it on a category. No, let's do it on a topic page. All right, so when you come to a topic page, so we updated that, and then we want SEO service dot add Twitter meta. That needs to be updated. All right, and in here, first thing is the content, which would be the header dot description. Second thing is the image URL, which would be this dot topic dot give me a second. That's what I meant to do here. All right. Here we go. So we get to see this in action right now. All right, cool. So we go here, then we go here, then we go here. Cool. Now if everything updated as I think it did, when we go here, we should get a couple things. The description's good. Now, Twitter card, summary, content, pizza poker guy, Twitter title, video dev docs, VDD. That's not right. So we need to update that. Twitter description, Twitter creator, Twitter image. Oh, you know what? It is right. My title service just isn't working. So we gotta fix our title service. I didn't notice that this wasn't changing anymore. Twitter image. Okay. So now if this worked like I think it's going to, and I tweet this, and I tweet it. Now if we go to Twitter, and I go to my damn, that didn't do it at all. Huh. All right. So let's do something real quick. All right, so we're going to update that, and then we're going to push to Heroku. So the reason we want to push to Heroku right now is we're going to run this deploy ourselves. We're going to run this validator, see what they're saying the issue is, because it could be that it's working fine, but what I have set up here is causing the issues. That's completely plausible. So because this is different than copying a link and throwing it up in here and seeing what happens. I'm glad you like it, D-Rumpf. But yeah, so what we're hoping to happen is that someone goes and they paste oh, that's probably it. They paste a link in here and then it works. But I'm surprised that this just doesn't do it. We'll see. Our image is good, right? Yeah, that's good. If we were to get this. Yeah. We'll find out. Hey, Alex. How's your weekend been going, man? Why that's... Oh, I guess I don't know why our title service isn't working. Well, let's take a look. Because this is supposed to update based off of this. See, that one updated. But then that one doesn't. That one... I don't know what that's about. See, it went to JavaScript, but then it goes back, so... I don't think we broke anything. Any big news yet, Alex? We're all rooting for you, man. So I need to fix the title service. I wonder if it's because they're child routes for child routes. But they're all child. They're not all child routes. Not yet. Hopefully in the next couple days. All right, man. Yeah. All right. All right, boys. I'm hopeful. The weekend's been great. Good, man. I've had a pretty good weekend, too. I've had such a good weekend, the thought of going back to work tomorrow is really depressing. It's like, I just want to keep working on this. All right. Let's see that deployment, baby. Come on, baby. It might have also not worked because our tweet here is going to videodevdocs.com, and this isn't quite there yet. We're on a Heroku. So that's what I'm hoping. All right, cool. So all right. Cool. So let's see what they have to say. Page fetch. 12 meta tags were found. Twitter equals card summary tag found. Card loaded successfully. Got the title. It's somewhat there. Let's see what it looks like if we share it. It's not really what I was going for. Let's see if... Title, the link, all that stuff looks good, but I don't like that the image isn't working. So what if... Just give me like a square image. Square. Oh, well, that's not going to work really, is it? It's a little bit better. Yeah, I don't know. All right. I'm gonna call it done. Yeah, something minor. We'll do a low priority bug. What throws me for a loop on this is it wasn't detecting anything else. I wonder if it's because it's asynchronous. All right, let's see if the open graph stuff helps with it. As far as I understand, this is just going to update the tags. All right, I think we're going to play around with some stuff real quick. So let's go back to our... Did I not fix that yet? Had a misspelling over here. All right, so let's try and tackle some of this open graph stuff. So let's just say this dot meta dot add tag, and here say property, which all right. Save. All right. Here we go. Now, according to this, we may need to run this on the server side for this to work. So, let's see how it's running on the server. npm run npm build npm run build. All right, so we're gonna run build. So that's gonna build the project, and then we're gonna launch serve SSR. You and every YouTuber? YouTubers don't go live like this. Although Joshua Fluke goes live a lot. But for the most part, I mean, I don't do very good on my live streams, so not that many people watch. I don't make any money doing them, so there's not a lot of motivation to do it. But I try to lead by example, so you can see exactly what things take to do. All right, so let's see if this works. So, damn. Who's Joshua Fluke? A very popular software channel. He's more in this sort of software entertainment space. That's how I would describe it. He does it's got a lot of education aspects, but that's more so where he's at. All right, so we're building. Let's see how this goes. Oh, you know what? There's a type, wasn't there? Oh, that's the open graph type. Yeah, Joshua Fluke is the truth, man. He's being. I'm a big fan. All right, so localhost :4000. That didn't look like it server side rendered, but I could be mistaken. So it didn't have the flicker. The flicker from down Ticka. Yeah. Let's just do this. Appreciate you doing streams. Don't speak much. That's because I'm working. I try to answer his questions, though. Alright, so we're going to let this deploy again. And we'll start building the rest of the Open Graph stuff out. So if you're curious about the Open Graph, you can do ogp.me. But yeah, I know I don't say too much. Oftentimes I'm just a little bit preoccupied. Alright, so let's go back to here. I'm not sure that this is going to work. We'll give it a shot. Ever thought about working remote? I work remote now, about 5 days a week, although my office is 30 miles away. That's a fairly recent thing. I was working 3 days remote. Now I'm pretty much doing full remote. Living outside the U.S.? I've thought about it. Probably not anytime soon, though. It's just so part of the problem with living outside the U.S. is we have me, April, then 3 cats and 2 dogs. And we're looking to buy property wherever we go, so yeah, it just makes it a little bit harder. Oh. I'd recommend that you code for about 6 months before starting in boot camp. 3 to 6, I should say. Really depends where you're at. Alright, so that's going to go. So we're going to pass in the title. And then should really do this. And instead, actually, we need that, don't we? What countries would I consider outside the U.S.? Canada. A lot of European ones. Some cold places. That's pretty much it. Places where my cost of living would be cheaper. Alex has been helping with your portfolio. A nice guy. Yeah, man. That's the thing. We got to help each other out, man. What a gentleman and a scholar Alex is, huh? We're waiting for the deployment to see if this Open Graph works properly, because Almost there. Alright, so close that. Okay. Does coding go along with cybersecurity? I would imagine so, but not something I know I'm intimately familiar with in any form or fashion. The best cybersecurity you can do is just try and do something, because most companies don't do shit. It's kind of like you just gotta do something because everyone else isn't doing anything, and people just move on to the next best thing instead of dealing with the hassle. That's how I think about it. I don't know if that makes sense. Most of the stuff I work on isn't client facing, so there's not a big push to excuse me, there's not a big push to do really anything with that. All right, baby. Let's see what we're working with here. All right, this is what we're looking for. Whew, you saw that initial flicker? That's how you know it's server-side rendered. Ooh, that little sneaky tickle. All right. Yeah, it doesn't look like. It doesn't look like the OG. It's gonna let me do what I want to do here. How did I solve my problem to do with routing YouTube ideas? I don't remember. I'll not be able to do what I want to do here. Where's my audio, son? Here's the thing, that doesn't seem to be fucking working. Oh, maybe I need something. Maybe I need more than one. Yeah, I bet I need that type. Alright. So, this dot meta dot add tag property. And in here, it's going to be OG colon type content what are we going to make the content? Alright, let's try theirs real quick. Let's just see get a hard-coded one to work. The rock. It might have been because I didn't add a URL property. All right. Sorry, I got distracted. What inspired me to start coding? So, sorry. Am I missing something here? What's the problem here, y'all? Nothing? Okay. I'll answer this question after this. Okay, so the question is what inspired me to start coding? So, I was in college for about 3 years, sort of dicking around, no real idea what to do, and what ended up happening was that. So this is how it sort of broke down. What ended up happening is my parents are like, dude, you've met your general ed requirements. Really, my dad, and he was like, you have to go choose something and move on and sort of move on with your life, right? And so literally, what I did was back in, God, probably 2010. I was like, okay, cool. Well, I know what makes a good job, and I said, well, to me, a good job, like why I go to my whole thing is a lot of people go to college for bad reasons. I went to college, one, because I felt like I had to, and two, because that was in theory a way to get a good job. And so I was like, what makes a good job? Well, a good job is made by money, how much money you make, how many jobs there are, and if that's still going to be a good career down the road. So I found some stats that supported all three of those things, and from looking at it, computer science was the best degree to go for. By a landslide. And so I was like, all right, cool, fantastic. So that's what I went for. And I just fell in love with the coding aspect of it the more and more I did it. And that's sort of how I got started. With that being said, I did do a little bit of coding in like elementary school or high school. But nothing, not like JavaScript or anything, like HTML, CSS. No. Go lay down, Tito. But yeah, so then I was in school. Fine, Tito, get up here. Come on. And eventually I just fell in love with it. I not necessarily the college classes, but I fell in love with the what do you call that stuff? With the drawing a blank now. Hey, stinker. I fell in love with the coding, the projects, and I've been doing it ever since, man. It was like 5 years ago. All right. So my gut is telling me that there's a very particular way I need to get sort of an office job. Are you allowed to eat food at your desk while you code? It depends on the organization, but typically yes. How long does it usually take someone to be able to work remote and coding? I don't know. I usually don't recommend it till you've had a couple of years under your belt. All right. Let's see if we can get it. I'll go ahead and close this. Yeah. I don't think that shit's gonna work. Duh. Man. So I think what we're going to have to do is set default values that can get updated dependent upon if we have these values or not. Because I think what's happening is, so this is asynchronous, this is asynchronous, this is asynchronous, sort of asynchronous, semi-asynchronous. So I think what's happening is that they're trying to get this information, but it's not loaded when they're crawling it, and the OG stuff I think is just not going to work. Because from what I read, it needs to be there. But I don't know. Let me see. Let's see what happens here. What happens when I do something like go to LinkedIn, for instance? It's not there though. That's just testing some stuff. And skiing that from what, the title and the URL. See how there's no image? Alright, Tito. OD Panda Express. You gotta step your game up, man. Alright. So I think the issue is because of the asynchronous calls, because you don't want to call the API to update your meta tags. So, Hey Vijith, how's it going, man? What would I eat 7 times a day at my desk? I don't know, man. Let's see, this works. I'm trying to get Open Graph to work, though. Alright. I think we're going to come back to this. This isn't crucial. We spent enough time on the Open Graph meta tags. Twitter metadata. We spent some time on. We'll go back to the oh man. Alright, so I wonder if it's because we're in the constructor. I genuinely do not know. But I have some theories that I want to craft out down the road. Okay. So cool. We took care of some minor SEO stuff. I'll bring this back down over here. I already created that. All right. So let's go figure out why our router isn't updating like it used to. Okay. Alright, so the thing that we're trying to fix for the title service is we go here, JavaScript, and then it's supposed to go to arrays, but it goes back and changes that, which I have no idea how that happened. So, close all. Title service.ts. If I had to guess, I probably broke something. Just make sure it's firing off. So bam, it fires off. Refresh. Alright, fires off once, fires off twice, fires off again. Alright, so something is blowing up. So alright, so we have category, JavaScript, topic, array. Alright. Oh, it might be I have to add a new root level. Category, JavaScript, topic, array. Got it. I did this for the breadcrumbs. Non-valid URL pieces. This is one of the pieces of the code I don't think I wrote very good tests for. I guess I wrote some. I need to expand. I guess I did write tests. I just didn't expand out upon it. Alright, so Okay. I fixed it, but now I don't like it, so I need to do a little bit deeper stuff. So you can see here, and now we're on filter because there's not a third level or concat. So let's do this. Let's do case 3 real quick. Okay. All right, so that's what we're gonna do. God, it's hot in here. All right. Now that we've done that, we're gonna do Kitty. I just want to finish my thought. Oh my God, you're killing me, cat. All right. So JavaScript dash. Oh my God, kitty. Kitty. Daddy loves you so. But you're driving me nuts, yo. All right, so this is going to. All right, so. All right. I need to go feed these cats, and I'm getting a little burnt out, and a little tired. I think an hour and a half is pretty good. So we'll leave it at here. We're gonna have to fix this title service, but we fixed it, so it's doing something. It's just not looking like I want it to look, right? That doesn't look very good compared to that, right? So we just have to tweak it. So I'll add a little bug here. Keep it moving. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out my latest course, the 100 Front-End Interview Questions Challenge, to help you ace those front-end technical interviews. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.